All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
17, 17, 17. Super. Let's go, 12, let's go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Start left here. Jester. Maverick.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. Oh, he's got, there goes Green. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, 5. Deuce.
From the gun on third down. Gone. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas. Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun!
Here's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He's going to look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. The pitch to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
On second down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Third and long. It's gone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Darnold from the gun, and that's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he was wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be fielded at the 17. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Now he's flipped, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
14.
After the interception, here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Dude.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On first down, it's gone. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Fournette on the toss to the right, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
2nd down and 10. Darnold. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, gone. Now he'll escape to his left. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Starting left here.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right?
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Alex Okafor able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Like 20. We're good. We're good. Switch.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. Dancing to his left. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Shane Ray in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Colts coming out now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Darnold. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Goff on 1st down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hard ball. Average ball. Louis. Hard ball, set.
On third down, Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
20. Let's go, 12, let's go. DC.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Maverick. Hey, 5. Hard ball. Starting left here. Louis.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Sharp. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Jaguars on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Hard ball.
Goff on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw is Darnold. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels? Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag. No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go, 12, let's go.
To throw is gone. And this is caught by Watkins. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Got you now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to life.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
4 down. 4 down. Check. Check. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Quick edge. Come. Over. Watch the ship. Switch. Hot. Slam.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And we will get a timeout.
You